Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That is right. It is episode 10. That's right. Epi 10 of the Wild Card Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Evan Papals, also known as Pop. And to my right, the one and only Carter Phony. Carter Phony Foe. How we doing today?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, no. That's all we need to say.
Yep.
We are. What week are we going into? Week 6?
Week 6, yeah.
Running into week 6 of the NFL season, coming to you on a Friday afternoon in beautiful Reading, PA.
Penn State Berks.
Little Penn State Berks action, don't mind if I do.
Yes, sir.
We just saw Patriots beating up on the Giants last night. Close game in the first half, but they're going to end up pulling away. I think the final score was like 35-14. Barely watched any of the game, not going to lie. Not really interested in that jaunt. Let me just see the final score here quick. 35-14.
35-14.
Patriots go to 6-0. Giants are at 2-4. I almost want to say foe again. 2-4.
Yeah, I like that.
D Jones not too good.
Not too good, man.
Not too good, but you're playing.
It's a Patriots defense.
You're playing the best defense in the NFL.
Away too.
On the road on Thursday night.
True.
It's getting to that point in the season where it's getting a little cold out.
Yeah.
It's getting a little bit colder out for these nighttime games, so teams are gonna have to buckle up and play. Some great games from last week. We're going to touch on that quickly, and then Foe and I will hop in to our Week 6 predictions. Where's Riss? Heck if I know. He hasn't picked up his phone all day. Gonna guess the man's still sleeping, and it is 12:50 p.m. right now.
That's crazy. Do you think he's actually sleeping?
Oh, wait. Apparently, we just have confirmation that a Snapchat was sent 2 minutes ago, so Riss has been officially awake no later than 12:49 p.m. Eastern Time. So we'll have to see right there. Didn't get back to any of our texts, so we're not waiting up for him. It is go time, not going to lie.
Never snaps me back.
Oh, you hate to hear that. Let's run through what we had last week. We already talked about Rams Seahawks. Oh, my Cowboys get absolutely obliterated. It was only a 10-point ending, but it was just bad. 34-24. The Packers look good on the road. Kyler Murray picks up his first win and gets those winless Cardinals a win over the winless Bengals. A lot of winless going on there. Bill's able to win. This is I whiffed on this one in the gambling corner. I honestly thought the Titans were going to win this one, but Mariota had an off week, so that means you know what's going to happen this week. Good week for Mariota. He's always inconsistent. Bears in London. Down 21-0, something like that, 17-0. Come back, take the lead, 21. Yeah, it was 17-0. 21-17, and then they cough it up to the Raiders. The Raiders are 3-2 in the playoffs, not a big deal. Saints beat the Buccaneers, Vikings over the Giants, Eagles easy over the Jets. Overtime game between the Ravens and Steelers. Justin Tucker will send that one to a victory, and the AFC North is a poop show. Patriots beat the Redskins. That's not even a question. Panthers hold on to beat the Jags 34-27. And a score fest in Houston. Texans 53, Falcons 32.
Okay.
Big day for Deshaun Watson. How about it? Broncos get their first win in LA against the Chargers. Saw that one coming all the way. And the Colts on Sunday night with drive-through workers at McDonald's basically playing in the secondary. They hold to Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs to 13 points. 19-13 the final there, and on Monday night, the 49ers crush Baker Mayfield and the Browns. The Browns look terrible. And the 49ers look kind of good. That defense is coming together. Jimmy G didn't even have that good of a game. And their defense just balled out.
He'll probably warm up because he got hurt last year, right? Jimmy
He did get hurt last year, so he's on the way back. He's warming back in.
Yeah, he's warming back in. He'll be all right.
They are 4-0 for the first time since a long time. Let's just say that. So, yeah, the big games that happened, the Packers beating the Cowboys. And I thought the Raiders beating the Bears. I gave the Bears the bump all the way up to number 4 in the Pop's top 10. And they blew it. They just straight blew it. The offense isn't good enough, I don't think, and the defense struggled for some reason. Against the Raiders. What is going on there? A big jumble up again in Pop's Top 10. We're going to hit that up in just a little bit of time. Let's hit up some news. Talked about Vontaze Burfict. I got a little upset last episode about that suspension, and then nothing happened to the Patriots with that hit on Josh Allen. Burfict's suspension is upheld. He will be out for the rest of the season, no doubt about it. So I guess that means he gets to come back next year. But he only signed a 1-year deal with Oakland.
Wow. Okay.
So we'll have to see how that works out for him and see if any teams want to take a chance on Vontaze Burfict. Speaking of taking a chance, no one's taking a chance or is showing interest in Colin Kaepernick. And this doesn't surprise me at all. Especially, you just get a lot of drama when you talk about Colin Kaepernick. And that's sort of like an Antonio Brown situation. And he's nowhere near the caliber type of player of Antonio Brown.
Is he really that good? Like Colin Kaepernick?
Dude hasn't been in the league in over 2 years.
Yeah. Hasn't it even been longer than that? I don't know, 2016.
Like 2 years was definitely, that's the lowest. That's definitely the lowest it's been. I think it's been 3 years.
Because I think he last played in 2016.
For the Dolphins. He played for the Dolphins, didn't he?
They were thinking about signing him.
Oh, were they?
They were thinking about
signing
him. They signed Jay Cutler.
Oh, that's right.
Jay Cutler's still the man, though.
Okay, Jay Cutler's I don't think Jay Cutler was ever the man anyway.
No, he's not.
Oh, man. Where's Jay today?
My hat goes off to him, coming out of retirement, his wife made him,
That's kind of funny.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't think that's true, is it?
It's probably true.
You think that's actually true?
I don't know. I have no idea.
$8 million more. I don't know.
Well, probably. She wants that money.
Yeah, true.
I know other people, like my girlfriend, would make me do that. So Colin Kaepernick getting to little to no interest, and they've reached out to all 32 teams. And this is a year, like, we've seen a lot of backup quarterbacks in the league.
That's true.
And no one is interested.
I don't know.
It's just saying that.
Maybe it's a little bit of both. Like, maybe it's a part, he's just such a big distraction for the team.
He's a big distraction. Teams don't want distractions.
You don't want the distraction.
Right.
But then also, he's probably pretty cheeks right now.
He can't be that good.
So, like...
He hasn't played in 3 years.
It might be a little bit of both, yeah. Or it's just that he's just awful. It's either that or it's a little bit of both.
I just don't know. Is the team going to take a chance on him? I don't think this year. Yeah. We're already 6 weeks in. Or no, 5 weeks in, sorry. So I don't think anyone's going to take a chance this year. Maybe for next year. You never know. Never know.
Maybe.
And I just read this before the show. Falcons signed their 4th punter. They're signing their 4th punter due to injuries and a visa issue with one of the other ones.
Well, that's a little issue. The Chargers also, their kicker got hurt, or punter. Or no, their kicker got hurt and their punter was doing kicking and punting duties.
Whew.
Which is kind of weird.
I wonder how hard that is. Like, I wonder if... Do they practice that? They probably practice that.
That's what I'm saying, but they were like... The announcers kept saying, like, it's a lot there. But it's like, is it really though?
I don't know. I remember Pat McAfee tried, like, a 60-yard field goal or something to win the game because Adam Vinatieri was hurt or something.
Really? Wait, was McAfee a punter?
Yeah.
Okay. And did he get it?
No. He had the distance, I think.
He had the distance.
But he just pushed it wide one way or the other. I don't know.
Does he do a podcast, right?
Yeah,
McAfee show?
Yeah, he had a podcast.
He's kind of a beast, isn't he?
He's a beast.
He's cool.
He's so cool. Funny. Shout out to Pat McAfee. Come on, hit me up. Holla at me, brother. Get us on the big time, Pat. He is so funny to watch. He's got his own show now.
Yeah,
like a studio, that's somewhere.
Yeah, that's cool.
So that's kind of sick.
Punter. I mean, yeah.
He was an NFL punter.
Sick.
Pretty good one at it.
Yeah, was he really good?
Yeah. You're welcome, Pat.
Was he better than Marquette King?
Ooh, I don't know Marquette King. I don't know where he was. He was on the Raiders.
Too much money. He demanded way too much money.
And then he went to the Broncos, I think, but I don't think he's still there.
Oh, was he on the Broncos?
He got traded to I'm pretty sure it was the Broncos.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know what happened to him. I gotta catch up on my punters.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, that's about it in the news. I just thought some of the games that we had, like the Colts beating the Chiefs, big game. I thought
Yeah, that's big.
Jacoby showed that he could win a big game, and he went out there and won it for the team.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the defense played great as well. You're holding Patrick Mahomes to 13 points, who got injured. Yeah. Patrick Mahomes definitely not looking too good, but he'll be fine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you can't say anything about Tyreek Hill not playing because we have Burger King, McDonald's, Wendy's, cooks, and drive-through people playing cornerback and safety for the Colts right now. So that's about all we had to touch on. So we'll talk about Pop's top 10 heading into this week, and this has nothing to do with last night's game between the Giants and the Patriots, even though that won't make a difference. Giants not making the top 10. Patriots win, and they're going to be at a spot that basically everyone already knows. So let's hop into it. Our wild card team, you like that? So technically number 11 on the list would be the Detroit Lions. They're coming off a bye week, so they didn't move up, but they didn't go anywhere. We're going to keep them right where they were, the wild card spots. They're 2-1-1. Only have that one loss. Can't even think about who. Oh, that one loss to the Chiefs. It was a great game played by them. They have a big game coming up this week against the Packers, and they got a week and some off because it's going to be on a Monday night to prepare for the Packers. Watch out, Lions. Or no, not watch out, Lions. Watch out, League. Here come the Lions. This could be an upset coming on Monday night. Yes, sir. Number 10. I didn't think they would ever. Once they lost Cam, I didn't think they would make it up here. Carolina. Kyle Allen is a beast right now. He's 3-0. The team is looking great. Christian McCaffrey is definitely a top 3 MVP candidate. And the defense, that front seven is nasty right now. They're playing good. Yeah, everything's just coming together. And this is why Cam, I think, his time's done in Carolina. When Kyle Allen makes it work and he's 3-0, you know something's wrong with Cam. Like, come on now. So roll with Kyle Allen. Panthers, make that top 10. How about it?
Wait, did they go 0-2? And then Cam got hurt 3-0.
Yep.
That's nice.
That's nice for sure.
For Kyle Allen.
For Kyle Allen,
I'm just, True.
Number 9, Houston. They score 53 points, so I'm going to give them a little bump into the top 10. I really liked them before the season. They're 3-2, but they've just been way too inconsistent week in, week out. Like you got to give me some stability here. Deshaun Watson went off, though, not going to lie, 5 touchdowns. So, come on, Houston. Show me you got the playmakers to do it. You're battling at the top right now with basically Indianapolis. So, it's a 2-man fight, I think, for that division, but all the teams are right there, so you got to keep fighting. Texans at number 9 for now. Number 8, that team that I just mentioned, Indianapolis. That's a big win for Jacoby. Such a big win. Huge win on the road. Hush all the critics. Jacoby's proven that he can do it. They've got a great stud running back in Marlon Mack. T.Y. Hilton at receiver, of course. They got a few good receivers. Eric Ebron at tight end. I'm forgetting the other. The heck is the other receiver's name? He's young. I can't think about what I'm so sorry. Colts receiver that I can't think of. And the defense, they came to play. Like, I'm joking about these guys in the secondary, but they came to play. They're probably going to be signing a whole bunch of new guys off the practice squad or whatever this week. But that front seven can play, and, you know, the DB's got it done. Colts at 8. Number 7, Seattle, coming off a nice win against the Rams. What a great game to watch on a Thursday night. But there's just so many good teams right now that I think, like, Seattle should be higher. Russell Wilson would be my MVP vote right now today. He is the man. He's making it all happen. He's not even getting hit that much, but he's getting pressured so much. He just makes so much happen. It's amazing to watch him play. Pete Carroll's got the defense playing pretty well, too, for a young squad on D. And Russell Wilson makes all those receivers work. Don't even know who half the receivers are, but he makes them work.
Log
it. Metcalf. Seahawks at 7. Number 6, the Bills.
I thought you said it was the Bears.
Yeah, I know. But I did that in the video that I made. Like, you remember that video? I said the Bills, and I was like, that's not a thing. It's just funny to roll with that now. Yeah. The Bills. The Bills coming in at number 6. Josh Allen ends up playing in this game last week after getting absolutely destroyed against the Patriots in the head. No way his brain was even working in that football game, and they still won 14-7. So give me Josh Allen and the Bills. Sorry, I almost said the Bears. The Bills at number 6. They look good right now. They are 4-1, and they just lost by a couple points to the Patriots, or they'd be 5-0 right now. Bills at 6. Let's move to the top 5. Number 5, 49ers. One of 2 undefeated teams remaining. I can't give them the top spot or top 3 yet because we have so many good teams. Jimmy G didn't play his best, but that defense went off against Cleveland. Held him 3 points. When you're holding Baker Mayfield, Jarvis Juice Landry, OBJ, Nick Chubb to 3 points, you're doing something right. Now, a lot of that is also a Cleveland problem. They got things to figure out, but 49ers look good right now. Bosa, how bad? Plant that flag, Bosa. He was planting that flag. Oh, my gosh. He knew he wanted to do it, and he just went off.
He went off.
All those drafts, all those top draft picks from the last couple of years, finally coming together. That defense looks so good.
Bosa's nice.
Oh, he's good.
Yeah.
49ers, number 5. Number 4, Green Bay. They just whooped Dallas, and it wasn't even close, even though they only won by 10. Aaron Jones, what, he had 4 touchdowns? That's crazy. I don't even think that's ever happened for the Packers.
Thank you, Aaron Jones. You're a fantasy legend.
He must be on your team.
Yeah.
All right, because I was going to be very upset. He went off. Rodgers got the job done. They didn't even have Devontae Adams, so that's why I picked Dallas to win the game, honestly. So, a little upset about that. Packers, they're in the top 4 right now. They are a strong contender in the NFC. They have a tough game coming up. Let me put that out there, too. Number 3, Chiefs. They had to fall 1 spot. They just haven't been looking good the past couple of weeks. I know they beat the Lions, but it was a tough game, a grueling game for them. So that made me have their doubts, even though we're just so used to them destroying teams. That's what it is. Then they lose at home against the Colts in prime time. You just can't do that. You have to be able to win those games. The Chiefs struggled in that game. Couldn't get the job done. They fall to number 3. Only 1 spot, Chiefs. You're still in the top 3. Number 2, Saints. Teddy Bridgewater. Oh, my gosh. They win every game with him. Well, keep Drew on the sideline. They're 3-0 with Teddy right now. They're 4-1 overall. The Saints look good. The defense is playing amazing. Kamara, Michael Thomas, whoever you need to play is playing. Saints look good. They're the number 2 spot. And at number 1, New England. I have to keep saying it. New England, New England, New England. At number 1. They're still at the top of Pop's top 10 list. So, there's not even anything to say. They just keep winning. They only played the Redskins, and it was kind of a close game in the first half. I don't know what was up with that. But they figured it out. Patriots, number 1, heading into week 6, and they've already won week 6, so we know where we're going to be next week. And I even wrote this down before, just missing Ravens. So they're in my number 12 spot right now. They just didn't show up to play against Pittsburgh. I know it's a division game, but you ended up going against a third-string quarterback at the end of the game, and you had to go to overtime. They're not playing well.
That's bad.
Not playing well enough for me right now. Ravens, Cowboys, Eagles, they're all in that area right now. Just teams that I think are really good, but have just been struggling lately. Well, I'm not saying the Eagles have been struggling lately, but there's just holes right now.
Oh, for sure.
So they got to figure those out. So that's my list. Wild card Ravens. Wild card Lions. Number 10 Panthers. 9 Texans. 8 Colts. 7 Seahawks. 6 Bills. 5 49ers. 4 Packers. 3 Chiefs. Number 2 is the Saints. And number 1 New England Patriots. Makes me vomit every time I say it.
But clearly they're up there,
For sure.
If they're not number 1, they're up there,
Yep.
We hate to see it, but
it's
reality.
It's reality.
As of right now.
Yep. All right, Fo, I know you got to leave soon.
Mm-hmm.
We got to get your picks, baby.
Yeah, so, yeah.
How long you got?
I got a few more minutes.
All right, we'll do a couple together, and then when you got to go, we'll do our awesome segment.
Off now?
Oh, frigate. Get your phone out, Fo.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it. This is our favorite segment. It is called, what is it called? Fo's Quick Picks. Oh, that needs a sponsor. Fo's Quick Picks.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go.
Oh, you want me to read? I'll read them off to you.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
I'll read them off to you so everyone knows.
Mm-hmm.
I got a little something in my throat. That's what it is. All right, let's kick it off on Sunday morning. It's gonna be 9:30 Eastern time over across the pond in London. Panthers and the Buccaneers. Panthers are 3-2. Buccaneers 2-3. Let's do it.
Panthers.
Panthers. Seahawks and the Browns in Cleveland.
Seahawks.
Texans and Chiefs. Kansas City home.
Chiefs.
Redskins and the Dolphins. Here we go.
Fins up, baby.
Fins
yes,
up.
Sir.
Here we go. Their best chance to win is now. He's going with his hometown favorite, Fins. He's not even from Miami. Eagles, Vikings.
I gotta go Vikings. It's in Minnesota, right?
Yep, in Minnesota. 3-point
take the
favorites.
Vikings.
All right. Saints and the Jags. Minshew Magic.
The legend of Gardner Minshew lives on. Jags.
Woo! Winless
Jags.
Bengals heading to the Ravens in Baltimore.
I will take the Ravens on this one.
All right. Sounds good to me. 49ers and the Rams.
I'm going to have to take the Niners on this one.
You going to take the Niners? That's a nice pick right there. Falcons, Cardinals in Arizona. This is a tough one.
I'm going to take the Falcons.
You going to take the Falcons?
I'll take the Falcons.
All right. Titans and the Broncos in Denver.
I'm going to go with Mariota. Mariota and the Titans.
He's going with Mariota and the Titans. Okay. Steelers and the Chargers. Oh, no. Sorry. Hold off on that. Cowboys and the Jets. I always skip them because they're at the top of my list. Cowboys and Jets in the Meadowlands.
Cowboys.
All right. Sunday Night Football. Steelers at the Chargers.
Chargers.
And on Monday night, ESPN. Don't know if I can say that out loud. It is Detroit heading to Green Bay.
Packers.
And you heard it right here, folks. That is Foes Quick Picks presented by a company one day.
That's 100% right. All those games, 100%.
I know.
Also, Dolphins are winning out. You heard it here first.
Oh, before you leave, I did say last night at your house, we were doing homework, if the Dolphins win 3 games in a row at any point in this season, I'm going to buy Foe a jersey. Dolphins jersey.
Yes, sir. It's going to happen.
He thinks it's going to happen. There's $200 on the line. Definitely.
Nah, I'm not going to make you do that, Pop.
Oh, Foe, you'll find it in your mailbox. Thank you, Foe. We'll be seeing you.
Yep. Thanks for having me, Pop.
Absolutely. See ya. All right. And then there was one of us and our executive producer, Katie, across the table. So those are Foe's quick picks. I liked most of his picks. Let me write them down, actually, because... Let's quickly run through this. He said Carolina, Seattle, Kansas City, and then he went with the big boy Miami Dolphins against the winless Redskins as well. One team should get a win, unless it's a tie. That could easily happen. Then he said Minnesota at home against Philly. That's going to be a tough one for me to pick, honestly. He went Minshew Magic over the Saints. Whoo! That's a bold pick by Foe. He said Baltimore over the Bengals. 49ers, how about it? On the road in LA. Wait. Oh, no, I was an idiot for a second. I was thinking in my head that the Rams and the Chargers both played in the same stadium, and they were both playing at home, and I'm an idiot. That's only the Jets and Giants. Oh, man. He said the Falcons are going to win. I think by the sound of his voice, he thought it was going to be a close one between Atlanta and Arizona. We'll see about that one. He took Mariota and the Titans to beat the Broncos. He said the Chargers, right? The Chargers? The Chargers and Green Bay. So we have Foe's picks. And now we'll hop into my picks, and then we'll hop into the gambling corner to wrap up this little episode 10. Panthers and the Buccaneers. Oof. It's across the pond. We just saw the Bears and the Raiders play there. And I don't know if the travel messed with the Bears or not, because they had a slow start. They were losing 17-0. They come back, take the lead, and then they give up a late touchdown. Raiders win that one. The Panthers are buzzing right now. They've won 3 in a row with Kyle Allen at the helm. These two teams have actually already played already this year, and the Buccaneers won on a Thursday night. So both these games between these two teams on a Thursday night and now in London, just a weird 2 matchups for division foes. Ha, foe. The the Buccaneers have been traveling a lot lately, and they haven't been they're not going to play at home for like 40 some days. Not at this point in time, just overall. So I'm going to take the Panthers to win this game. The Buccaneers have been all over the map. I'm going to take the Panthers to win this game. Christian McCaffrey is probably my number 3 MVP right now. He looks amazing. Panthers in London. Seahawks and the Browns in Cleveland. That was disgusting. The Seahawks are a 1.5 favorite on the road. The line is that close because Cleveland, the people want you to pick Seattle to win because Cleveland just got blown out and teams normally bounce back, I would say. But Seattle is just, this is a tough game to pick. I'm still going to take Seattle. I'm going to take Seattle, and here's why. Russell Wilson is my MVP candidate right now. He looks amazing. He just always finds ways to avoid pressure, make it happen. I know Seattle's coming basically all the way across the country to play at a 1 o'clock Eastern time game. But, I like it. The Browns are, dysfunctional right now. They might find a way to win or keep it close, I'd say, but I don't see them winning this game. Let me take Seattle as well to win this one. And a close one, I think. But Seattle will get the job done. Texans and the Chiefs, here we go. Patrick Mahomes definitely injured his ankle last week's game, but apparently he's fine to play. The Texans are 3-2. And I put them in my top 10 at number 9. But, they're just a little too inconsistent for me, so I'm going to take the Chiefs in this one. The Texans definitely have the capabilities to win the game, but I think with a head coach like Andy Reid, you lose a primetime game like that, all the horses are coming out in this one. They're going to bring it all. I don't know if Tyreek Hill's going to be back. I haven't been paying attention to that news, not going to lie. Let me see right here. Tyreek Hill's questionable. Sammy Watkins is questionable as well. I'm still going to take the Chiefs. I think they're going to find a way to make it work. They're going to go off, I think, in this game. This might be like a couple teams scoring in the 40s, like a little LA Rams Chiefs from last year. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of scoring, I think. I'm going to take the Chiefs to win the game. High scoring. Here it comes. Redskins and the Dolphins. And for, in my heart, I haven't won it all this year yet, but in my heart, for real, I think the Dolphins are going to win this game. Redskins fire their head. Oh, I didn't even talk about that in the news. Redskins fire their head coach, Jay Gruden. That team is absolutely a disaster. From the top, Dan Snyder up top. I'm calling you out, Dan Snyder. All the way to the... I'm not even saying the players are bad, but they just can't get the job done as well. The Redskins are just in a mess right now. No head coach. They have an interim head coach. Dolphins have a bye. They know they are playing the Redskins, so they are prepared to play the Redskins. Case Keenum's banged up. Colt McCoy might have to start, even though Greg Williams, I think it is. No, not Greg Williams. What the heck is the name of the interim head coach? Oh, no. What is his name? It just doesn't say on here. At a quick glance. I'm going to take Miami to win. Let's just get to the point. Miami's going to win this game, and they're going to win it. Eagles and the Vikings. This is a tight one, honestly. We had all that debacle. We had that whole debacle in Minnesota. With, I don't want to mess up the quarterbacks here. Kirk Cousins and his receivers, Adam Thielen, Stephon Diggs. Well, then they come back and they show that they want to actually play football. They wreck the Giants. Now, an extra week removed from that, what are we going to see? What are we going to see? Oh, man. I'm going to take the Eagles to win the game. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. I don't want to say it, but I said it. The Vikings, they have a great team. The better team overall, I'd say, with personnel. But I think the Eagles, they got a little win streak going. They've won 2 games. I think they're just feeling it. They're going to find a way to win. That's all I'm going to say. Because I don't want to say it. Eagles. Saints and the Jags. This one's tough. The Jags are at home. They're a 1.5 favorite only. They're 2-3. They just lost to Carolina, but a close game. The Saints are 4-1. They're 3-0 with Teddy Bridgewater. That's just crazy to me. I'm going to pick the Saints. And the reason being, Teddy Bridgewater, he just finds a way to win. He's dinking and dunking. I don't necessarily like the way he plays all the time with that dink and dunk. But if it's going to work for your team, it's going to work for your team. I want to switch my mind so bad. Not frigate. Jags. Jags are going to win. Frick the Saints. Jags. Minshew magic. That is the only reason I'm picking. This man just gives this team so much life. They're probably not going to have Jalen Ramsey in the game. But they're just going to figure out a way. They have a nasty defense. These are the type of games that the Jaguars win, honestly. When you don't think they're going to win, they're going to win. So when I pick against them at first, I think this is the game that the Jags figure out to win. Jags. Minshew magic. Man, that mustache is something. Bengals and the Ravens. Ravens 11-point favorites at home. They're definitely going to win this game. No way Cincinnati finds a way to win. They don't have John Ross. AJ Green, dude thinks he's going to get traded. So that whole thing, they can't even play football, honestly. The Ravens, 3 divisional opponents in a row. Browns, Steelers, and Bengals. They get blown out in the end by the Browns. Barely hang on against the Steelers. John Harbaugh, getting this team together right here. He's saying, come on, guys. We're not playing too well right now. We got to get it going. Ravens, I think they're going to have a good showing. They need a good showing, honestly, on Sunday. Ravens. Let's move to a couple 4 o'clock games here. 49ers and the Rams. The 49ers come off that big emotional win Monday night. 4-0 for them. Rams 3-2. I'm going to take the Rams in this one. They're at home. And, okay, here's why they're going to win. They just lost a heartbreaking loss. Greg Zuerlein should have made that field goal to beat the Seahawks. They lose that game. That was on a Thursday night, so now they have about 10 days to prepare for the 49ers. The 49ers are going to be coming off a short week. They just played on Monday night, so I like the rest right now. And, a distraught loss. Is that the right word? A distraught loss. That could work. And the 49ers are riding high. They feel good, but the Rams are going to put their nose down. They're going to figure out a way to win this game. The running game isn't there for the Rams, but Jared Goff is going to find a way. They have the Rams O-line. It's the Rams O-line and the 49ers D-line. That is the factor. That is the game-winning factor in this game. I think the Rams hold them off enough. Rams win. Falcons and the Cardinals. This one's tough. The Falcons just never play. They're 1-4, and they won against the Eagles on a Sunday night game. Like, come on, Falcons! I was riding high on you guys when we started, but that train left station a long time ago. Probably 3 weeks ago by now. I'm gonna take the Cardinals to win. Kyler Murray gets his first win last week. The owner passed away. He might be saying that doesn't mean anything, but it does. It does. They're gonna play for this dude. They're 1-3-1. It sounds bad, but it's not completely awful for them. 1-3-1's better than 1-4. That's all I'm saying. Give me Kyler Murray at home. He's getting it together a little bit. I'm gonna take the Cards. Titans and Broncos. I've just been too nice with the Broncos. They're 1-4, and I've picked them at least 3 times to win. I talked about Tennessee. They show me Mariota plays great one week, not great the next, and it's just a revolving thing. Now, here's why I'm going to pick the Broncos to win for the 4th time in a row, probably. And they're 1-4. Joe Flacco, experienced man, not an elite quarterback by any means, but an experienced man in the league. I'm picking weather right here. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of snow laying in Denver, or at least it snowed a lot. So it's cold there. They're playing a mile high. We already know that. Mile high. It is cold. Could be snow. Don't even know. That rhymed. Broncos going to win this game. Tennessee, they're used to play. It's Nashville. It's still summer in Nashville. So the weather's going to play a big role. Broncos, come on. I soon got to give up on picking them, but Broncos. All right, let me not forget about this game. Cowboys and the Jets. Cowboys coming in 7-point favorite on the road. Sam Darnold is back. Let me see here. What are some other injuries going on? Dallas is kind of. Oh, shoot. Amari Cooper is on the questionable side of things here. Dallas has lost 2 in a row. The Jets are 0-4. Both teams kind of not playing too well right now. I'm going to take Dallas to win. Now, my reasoning for that, here it comes. The Jets are 0-4. Sam, he was kissing way too many girls. He got mono. But now he's back. So I don't know if he stopped kissing girls or what. So give me Dallas. Dak knows he hasn't been playing his best football. They got to pound it with Zeke. If the Jets defense stops that, do some play action. Make it happen. Make it work. I don't think the Jets have enough offensive weapons, even though they have Le'Veon Bell. They don't have enough offensive weapons for me that will outdo this Cowboys defense. And even Leighton Vander Esch is questionable, but I think he'll play. He was sick with something. I don't know. But Dallas is going to win. Give me Dallas, baby. They got it. All right, writing that down. Sunday Night Football, it's the Steelers and the Chargers. We're going to see this one coming up on the gambling corner. What do I say for this one? This is just the last game I want to watch on Sunday Night Football. The 1-4 Steelers taking on the 2-3 Chargers. Both teams that most people thought were going to be good. I didn't have the Chargers making the playoffs. I had the Steelers making the Super Bowl. We'll never talk about that again. Holy crap, tickets as low as $238. That's like the highest I've seen, like for the lowest, on this website here. Rudolph is questionable for the Steelers. Dude got straight knocked out by Earl Thomas. Ravens, they're a bunch of thugs. No, I'm just kidding, they're not thugs. Dude gets knocked out. Is he going to play? I don't know. Does that affect my decision? Kind of. I don't really know what I'm getting with Pittsburgh. And the only thing I know I'm getting with the Chargers is unsustained success and injuries. I'm getting a lot of injuries. That's what I'm getting with the Chargers. So I'll take the Chargers, but in a close one. I'm going to take the Chargers. I don't know, though. I just don't know. But give me the Chargers. Now here it comes. Monday night, Lions and the Pack. Pack coming off that big win against the Cowboys. Lions coming off a bye. Big win for the Packers, but a lot of emotions. When did we just see this before with teams that had longer break and the team going against a team with emotions that I said? It was the 49ers and the Rams. Packers coming off that big win. Lots of emotion. Lions, we're sitting at home watching the game. They're like, oh, we can play these fools. Well, even though it probably looked a little bit scarier than that. I'm going to take the Lions on Monday night. This is where this team, who just loses basically every time they play Green Bay, this team is for real this year. And I didn't think they were going to be. So I'm sorry about that, Lions. They're 2-1. Lions are going to go 3-1. They're going to knock off the Pack. And would that put them at the top of the division? No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't. Maybe it would. No, I don't think it does. Lions, you heard it right here. Upset of the week. It is coming on Monday night. Give me the Lions. So you know what that means. We gave them my picks. We had Foe's Quick Picks presented by Company One Day. That just sounds like a company. I mean, that's why it's funny. So let's head into it. It is episode 10. It is we're heading into week 6. So we've had 5 weeks of Pop's Gambling Corner under our belts. We went 3-2 last week. We made up for that, our first losing week. And the Gambling Corner is 15-10 overall. Come on, Evan. Hang with it. Let's do it. Gambling Corner. Here we go. This is a risky one because it's in London. I never know how it's going to go. Carolina -2.5. Tampa Bay's technically the home team, but it's neutral site. There is no home team. Carolina is going to win by more than They're going to win by more than a field goal in this game. Kyle Allen's taking over the helm of this team, and he's doing great. He's doing great. Christian McCaffrey, MVP candidate. Honestly, he is that good this year. That defense is scary. Jameis Winston, never know what I'm going to get from him. Might have a stellar day like he did against the Rams. Might get a crappy day, like one of the crappy games they've played. I don't know any real crappy games they've played. I'm going to take the Panthers. They're riding high right now. This team, with Drew Brees being out for now, they could end up getting right even with New Orleans right when Drew Brees gets back, and those two teams could battle for the top spot. I really believe that now. Carolina, -2.5. Take it. Here we go. Washington and Miami. A battle of 0-5, 0-4. Washington on the road. I got this last night from one of Foe's brothers. This is really funny. Washington on the road in Miami. Just fired their head coach. Quarterbacks are hurt. Dead all over the place. They're a 3.5-point favorite against Miami. Give me the Dolphins, baby. Dolphins. They're gonna keep it close. They have to keep it close. I know they're tanking, whatever. Their organization wants to tank. The players are not tanking. Players just don't do that. They signed up to play football. They get paid to play and win football games. Miami's gonna win this game outright. Come on, Dolphins. This is it. Fins up, baby. They're +3.5 at home. I mean, it's the best line they've gotten all year, but it's against a winless Washington team. Give me the Fins, baby. Fins up. Here we go, San Francisco and the Rams. Rams with 3-point favorites. If anyone was listening about 5 minutes ago, I said the Rams would win this game, and they're going to win it by more than a field goal, I think. I'm not saying the 49ers are a joke because I have them at number 5 in my top 10, but here's why I think the Rams, they have a longer break. 49ers emotional win, shorter week. So give me that. Give me that experience of Sean McVay working with Jared Goff's young brain. Put that together into a game. Rams win by a touchdown here. So they'll beat that spread. LA, take it. Now here comes another one on Sunday Night Football. Not Pitt. I don't want to say it like that. It sounds like Pitt Panthers. Hate Pitt. Pittsburgh and the Chargers. 6.5 points for the Chargers. They're 2-3 for goodness sakes. They're terrible. They just lost the Broncos, who were 0-4 beforehand. Pittsburgh is going to keep this within a touchdown, within 6 points, whatever you want to call it. Oh, excuse me. I'm just getting way too excited for this. Pittsburgh's going to keep this close because these are just two poor teams this year. Pittsburgh for one reason because of Ben Roethlisberger. Chargers for another reason. Injuries are plaguing them right now. So Pittsburgh is going to keep this closer than that. I'll say it's about 4 points, 3 points. I still like the Chargers to win the game, but Pittsburgh is going to keep it closer than 6.5. And you just heard my upset alert of the week. Detroit heading to Green Bay. Green Bay's a 4-point favorite. They just have to get it within a field goal. Come on, Detroit. I mean, I know they're not playing the Vegas way. They want to win this game, and I think they are going to win this game. Matt Stafford's going to figure out a way. He's going to pull that jockstrap tight, and he's going to let it fly on Monday night. Detroit. That's all I got to say. Detroit. And that's it. That's Pop's Gambling Corner. I'm going to come with you with a very soft voice now. Carolina, 2.5-point favorite over in London. It's a neutral site. So they're gonna win by at least a field goal. Washington is a 3.5-point favorite on the road in Miami. That is ridiculous in my mind. Give me the Dolphins. Rams, 3-point home favorites against the 49ers. I know it's tough. It's gut-wrenching. Give me the Rams. Pittsburgh on the road, they're 6.5-point road favorites. It sounds like it might make sense, except they're playing the 2-3 Chargers. Pittsburgh keeps it closer than 6.5. Detroit, 4-point road underdogs against the Packers. I'd say that's the best spread they're going to get because it's tough to play in Green Bay. It's tough to play in Green Bay on a Monday night, any primetime game, honestly. So for them to only have 4 points against them, awesome. I'm taking you, Detroit, to win the game. Let's go. Detroit +4 on the road. You got it. So it's Carolina, Miami, LA Rams, Pittsburgh, and Detroit. I feel really good. Feel really good about those picks. We went 3-2. We've gone 3-2 every week besides week 1. We went 4-1, and then last week we went 2-3. So we usually get that 3-2 train. Where I could see some problems in here is Jameis Winston actually shows up to play, and it's really a stretch on the Detroit game. Like I just believe in them. That's what it is to me. I just believe in them to win this game. So give me Detroit. I feel good though. Let's go 5-0 for once. How about it? That would just boost us up. We'd be at 20-10 if we went 5-0. That'd be dope. It'd be little dope skis. Never gonna say that word again. But yeah, that's it. Pop's Gambling Corner. We did Pop's Top 10. We went over news. Jay Gruden gets fired. What were the Redskins thinking? Like, you're playing New England. You're going to lose anyway. So either you get rid of him after the week before when they lost to the Giants. Pretty bad, too. Like, you lose to the other lowest divisional team. That would have been the chance to fire Jay Gruden, I thought. But you wait until you lose to New England. What the heck did you expect? It's New England. They're the best team in the league. So that didn't make much sense to me. Dan Snyder has no idea what he's doing at the top of that. Sorry, Cole. One of our friends. Sorry, Cole, for liking the Redskins. It's just a tough time for you guys. Dan Snyder needs to give it up and get out of there. He has no idea what he's doing. And now they're talking about Mike Tomlin being at the top of their head coaching list. I don't think the Steelers are going to fire Mike Tomlin because of this year. It's just been a very weird year for the Steelers. With Ben Roethlisberger going down, Mason Rudolph could be out. I have no idea about that dude. And the offense just isn't there. The defense looked better in the preseason than they've been playing. And I know it's the preseason, but that still means a little bit. The defense hasn't been as good as it could be. That addition of Minkah Fitzpatrick, though, has definitely benefited the Steelers, though. So, yeah, I don't know what they were thinking. I thought you should have kept the players like Jay Gruden. They should have kept Gruden a little bit longer, at least. Don't fire him after the Patriots, for goodness sakes. But, yeah, I kept that very simple. I was I was pretty upset about this. It's just not a good move, I don't think, by the Redskins. They should have waited because now you have an interim head coach for the rest of the way. And it's week 6. Week 6. You have to go another 11 games. Redskins don't know anything. And they're on my top 10 teams to cheer for. Give me the Dolphins. That's all I have to say. Anywho, basically you heard it all here. We gave our picks. We talked about news. Pop's Top 10 Gambling Corner. It feels great. It is episode 10 of the Wildcard Sports Podcast. It is a mouthful to say, but we love saying it. Wildcard Sports Podcast. Heck yeah. But yeah, that's basically all I got to say for today. Thought my computer just crashed for a second, but it's still running. Riss, where you at, brother? Riss is just at home. I thought he was going to be here, and he let me down. So missed you, buddy. Good luck tonight to Warwick against Wilson. I have to say that as well. Coming off a tough loss against Township. So, hope class is going well for you as well. Pop, you're a great-looking man. I had to say it. All right. Let's wrap this puppy up with those encouraging words. It's Pop from Wild. Episode 10. Thank you so much, guys. It is week 6 coming up. Another great weekend for football and college football as well. We got some good college games coming up, too. We got to talk more about that. Anywho, Pop, signing off for now. Thank you, my brothers and sisters.